Tough, tough, tough.
Because there, welcome to the Beans video. We doing early, super duper mega early. We're still gonna get all picks right because we
Mhm.
just like that.
Yep. Early bird gets the worm.
All right, you want first pick or should I take first pick?
You got it.
Well, starting off with this first pick, I think it might be the homer pick. I'm taking Arch Manning. I think he's the most physically gifted out of most of the QBs. I think there's only one or two that are more physically gifted. He think he's shown it a lot. Texas had major drop issues. He's gonna go into the next season with two of the top six, five receivers in the nation for this 2027 class. So he's gonna have a really good year in my opinion.
Yeah. And at two here, I'll go with who, you know, even like obviously this is one of the most stat class of all time. And it's not like it's a hot take or anything. Not a super hot take, but I mean, I've always regarded this dude as the best, well, second best player in the entire class. And I think especially for this team that, well, obviously I could be picking the best player, but thinking positional value here, I think they go ahead and get Dylan Stewart. This dude I think is going to be an otherworldly player, and the Dolphins need it. So,
I'm gonna take my flyer here, and I'm taking. Never mind, he's not here. Wow, I love that.
oh,
I was gonna take Lenore Sellers here.
you could probably search him. There's no way he's not there.
Let me just. I swear I saw him on their big board.
You can't just search him up.
Yeah, he's not here. Look, this is all the players they go to.
Dang, what the heck?
Well,
Why is this? Okay.
um, the really. Do I take a flyer with these two dudes instead? Because these are the other two dudes I really like coming out here.
Yeah, it's whoever you like, I
Or should I
guess.
go with the safe pick Dante Moore? No, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Darren Masai. He's gone into a Miami offense that's still really explosive. They kept Mark Fletcher. They kept Tony. I think this is a team that's gonna be able to bounce back and still have a really good year. They need to fix that defense. They lost a lot on that defense, but I think that offense could be something. Watching his Duke
Yeah.
tape, this dude is somebody. He was nice. If they just develop the intangibles with at the quarterback play, I think he's someone really good.
Totally. And then, I mean, obviously, the Raiders would be crying if they got to pick Jeremiah Smith here. So they go ahead and take the, number one player, generational prospect. He should probably go higher than this, and I would not be surprised if he does. But, just based off positional value and whatnot. But anyway, this automatically makes the Raiders. The Raiders might have one of the best offenses in the league if this is how it turns out.
No, no, no.
I mean, bro, they literally have a generational prospect at all three positions on the offense.
Coming into the Browns here, I'm gonna skip out on taking a quarterback just because I want to see what Shadir or slash Passage Man does this next year. I I'm really
Or
torn
or
apart.
Taylor Green. Mm.
I'm really torn right now. Do I take the other generational edge in this class, or do I take the generational corner? And I think
It's
I heard a
hard.
lot of talks of the Browns when it was the Abdul Carter class, of that they would really consider Abdul Carter at two to pair next to Miles Garrett. And I think that's the pick here, just because I think that is what they're going to value. I think Miles Garrett is getting a little older, and that's kind of become their identity. He's having a lead passer. So this is someone who is very, very elite.
The Titans, I honestly don't even think they're gonna finish this low, but in this position, I think they'd be more than happy to go and take Leonard Moore and just continue to build up that defense, strengthen everything, and go get a player who has been ridiculous all of his years, even through injury. So
Now, Loki think this is disrespectful to the Panthers.
yeah, this is
So,
also pretty low for them.
yeah. Um, yeah, this is kind of a tough pick because I feel like they're a team that's really not developed too many holes. So is it a best player available type of situation?
Yeah, I think so.
Cam Coleman? Did they draft a receiver in this class? I don't. I think they got somebody
I
late,
mean,
didn't they?
no, yeah, but they just have like obviously I think they just like their guys at receiver like Coker and McMillan and I mean they could use a well obviously everyone could use a Cam Coleman, but they more so need like a speedy, like a slot guy.
But yeah, I
I
think
don't
I'm
know.
just gonna take my corner two of the class just because I think their corners on the other side of JC Horn are getting older. So I'm gonna take my
Mhm.
corner two of the class. Xavier Brown might be a little Bama biased, but I think if this is someone who's just a playmaker type of corner, I think as long as he just keeps getting better, I think it's someone who probably has one of the higher ceilings in the class in terms of corner.
The Giants. Uh, this is interesting. They, I mean, hopefully, they are a lot better after this. But actually, you know what? I think the Giants go and they kind of try to make up for their mistake of last year, and they take someone who have, I think I think will end up being a top 15, if not top 10 player in this class, which is KJ Bolden out of yeah, and just they missed on Caleb Downs. They need someone to fill in that safety position, so I think it's a perfect fit.
This is when I could really, really start trying to predict the future here
hmm
and
Okay.
maybe go with Dante Moore or Sam Levy. And it really has me thinking. It really does because I think Penix has just not been able to stay healthy throughout his entire career. That is just the truth. No fault to him. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but
Yep.
it's something he hasn't been able to change. So I think I'm just gonna have to lean that way for now. Like Dante Moore, I think is the pick here. I just think he just hasn't been able to show that he's been able to stay healthy. You're bringing into it, bringing in Penix. If there's another bad year, they're gonna be selecting a quarterback.
hmm we look at the Saints. I think the issue every year is kind of uh, more on their D line. I just think they never really have the dudes they want to have, and I think the perfect player here, honestly, for them is Amarius Washington. Do they have him on this? Yeah. Like I think this dude is like a demon, honestly, and I don't know why they have him ranked so low in the average draft position. I think he excels at everything. He was a game wrecker at Oregon, and I think he only gets better this season. So
Well, everybody was saying the Commanders had one great, amazing draft. The only thing they didn't feel like they didn't do was put enough help on Jaden Daniels. Well, I'm gonna give you somebody who should probably be a top five pick in Cam Coleman. This is gonna take that Washington offense from mediocre, kind of old to an amazing offensive threat. You're gonna have Cam Coleman, Scary Terry, Antonio Williams as your three. That just becomes an elite receiver.
yeah. All right. So we're looking at the Jets. The Jets. This is from a trade. I was like, why do they have the Jets getting the 12th pick? Like they're going to be way lower than this. But they need to. They need to finally. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I was
uh,
just making sure you knew because
yeah,
I didn't even remember for real.
mhm. Yeah, but there's a million different things they could do, but especially after getting rid of Elijah Vera Tucker, I think they just need to keep. They need to rebuild that. Will continue to solidify that O line, especially behind their new star QB. And I think that out of everyone in this class, we'll go on the safe side, just do Trevor Gooseby here, the projected person. But I do like I would like to think that Jordan Seaton might end up as O tackle one in this class if that LSU, weight plan it really got him moving different.
I'm gonna stamp my last quarterback here in the first round. If you want to take another one, you can. But I'm gonna go Sam Levitt here. I think this is someone who was great at ASU. I think he shows leadership skills. I think he's got the arm talent. I mean, go watch some of these plays he had with old boy went to the Saints, Jordan Tyson, and I think he flashes high potential. He's gonna go into an offense where he can really evolve. I mean, this LSU team could be fun to watch, or it might just be a disaster his first year. I'm not gonna lie, but this is the final quarterback that I'm gonna stamp for the first round. I mean,
hmm
Lenore Sellers, I would put here also, but he's just not here for some
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah, I agree. Um, so we're looking at the Vikings here. You know what? I'm gonna kind of take a swing here and just take a swing at another dude that wow, you know what? It's gonna be kind of funny because like this is we've picked a lot of these dudes in this draft, but honestly, I just want to take a swing and I think this is just, the Vikings are gonna need help at this position. So preemptively, I think they should go and get Koi Parrish here. Harrison Smith is going to be out the door. They they're just they have their whole. Is he even on here? Are you kidding me?
I think I saw him on here. He should be. No, no, no. There's no way he's not
But
on here.
dude, what are these guys doing? Oh my gosh! Give them Ellis Robinson. That's a good backup. But wow, they
Do you think
just
they have a receiver?
nah. It- I hold out hope. Like Jordan Addison is good when he gets when he just plays, but I think they just keep getting that. And also, I think their pick here really depends a lot on the Kyler Murray experiment, honestly, and the nine v Kyler Murray. So wow,
Well,
how did they not have?
yeah, I
That's
don't know
so
how they
weird.
don't have him, but you know what? For I'm gonna keep doing it until they finally do it. A first round linebacker to the Buccaneers.
Yeah,
This is a position they refuse to address, but no, someday they're gonna have to address it.
yeah. Um, Look at the Cowboys. Honestly, honestly, I think this is just a very Cowboys pick, and I think they would be blessed. They'd be lucky and also happy to get this dude here just as like this is just the identity of the Cowboys. And I think they go and get Jordan Seaton here. I don't really I'm not really high on Terrence Steele, and I think they just keep building up that O line. I think, the more protection you get Dak, the better. Let Dak shine. So
If there's one problem with this Bears team heading into this year is this D line. So I think I'm gonna take probably just play with maybe falling a lot here. David Stone's projected to be the number one D tackle of the class. We'll see how that turns out. But I mean, this is probably the Bears' biggest weakness heading into the season. So it's probably gonna reflect on their draft. I mean, I'm pretty happy with David Stone at 17.
yeah, was it honestly I haven't watched much film on this guy, but I just think, they they need this. Like I think this is probably one of the weaker points of the Jags is their O line. So I think they go and get Carter Smith here.
Hey, Chris, I'll make you trade. You do the Texans, I'll do the Broncos.
All right, sounds good. And with the Texans here, hopefully by this point we're coming off a pretty successful season here. But oh, you know what? Dang. No, I won't even do it to you. But
Oh,
I
what are you thinking about?
because I mean the Texans, what they need more than anything is a good, reliable wide receiver two or three.
Nah, he's
But
like he drops his shoes. I think you're talking about like some other receivers,
yeah, but you
like
know what?
KJ Dub.
But the good thing is, the other thing I think they need and should invest in is a running back. And this dude, I mean, in terms of my favorite players in this class, it's hands down Ahmed Hardy. This
Oh
dude has
yeah.
been a demon every single year of his career,
Oh, I thought
and
he
I think
wasn't
he
on there
just
for a second.
continues. That'd be crazy. And I think this is the perfect place for them to capitalize. Obviously David Montgomery's going to be old. I don't think Woody Marks is any kind of RB1. I think he's the perfect player to craft the future around.
Amazing pick, amazing pick. Oh my goodness. Whew. Now for the Broncos here, as a Broncos fan, I'm looking to the skies and I see a shooting star. And I'm asking for one player, one generational type of receiver, and Ryan Coleman Williams. Now I know this receiver room looks loaded this year, but I do think that might change heading into next year just because Troy Friendly is going to come onto a contract year. Cortland Sutton's going to be getting a lot older. We see how Jalen Waddle performs. Pat Bryant, I mean, if he doesn't show progression, you're going to have concerns there. And then Mims is also another guy who's heading into, well, Mims is heading into his contract year this year. Troy's the next. So you could really see them move off of three of those guys, I feel, very easily. And I think you just get way younger in that position and then you just select the most deep position in this draft class. You go with the most polarizing player, even
College.
though I think he's great. This is someone who's just the
Yeah.
ceiling is just absurd. I just think you cannot go if you even if you miss with him,
You
the
won't be
fact you
mad
even
at it. You
took the
won't be mad
shot,
at.
yeah.
Mhm. Um, Bengals. Well, obviously, I don't expect the Bengals to be good or I mean, no, not be good. That's not what I meant to say, but like, I don't expect their defense to be, you know, where they need it to be. And honestly, I think they try and improve that. They go and get, they go and get, do they have Quincy Rhodes on here?
Yeah, they do. I'm pretty sure I was looking at them earlier. If they don't, I would be
Yeah.
very surprised.
I just think this dude has like a ton of,
What? I swear I saw him earlier.
wow. Oh, what? I guess, you know, respecting Mateo Uiagalelei, he's brother of notable player DJ Uiagalelei.
One
So,
very much better than the other. Well, the Patriots here, I think I feel like the Patriots could really get fun with this pick. I feel like they could really take anything. And I'm not saying that as like a dig to the Patriots, but you could really take a Mark Fletcher, have one of the best two up pairings. I mean, I'll probably take Q1 Lacey over him, but I could really see
mhm.
anything here. And if they had my receivers here, I would maybe take a receiver, but all right. Yeah, I guess they just don't like my guys.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like this is just the most ridiculous.
But
They don't
just
know
to
what
be
they're
fun,
doing.
I'm feeling Jamari Johnson here. I mean, this is someone who was kind of outshining Sadiq at points of the season. And
Hmm.
Hunter Henry's getting older, and the Patriots really don't really have a project guy at tight end right now. So I could really see the pick here be Jamari Johnson. I mean, you already invested so much into the O line. I don't know. You already invested so much money into the D line. So I'm not sure if you're gonna go back to that well.
Yeah. Uh, the Eagles, I mean, see, this is like a weird, I don't even know what they're doing here. And it's like, hmm, how do you address this? I mean, I think they need actual pass rush. I think Damon Wilson, I actually like John Henry Daly better, but I don't think he's a very good pass rusher. I just think he's a good, edge setting, good run stopper, and he can add some pass rush, but I think Damon Wilson's probably the better, prospect in terms of possible pass rush production. So I think they go get him.
The Chargers here. Do you think if man finally did it? You think he finally went over the hump?
Yeah, this is crazy. We've got the 49ers and like look at all these teams they have projected to be make like playoff runs. Like what are we doing here?
Um, well, looking at this Chargers team, I feel like I could really see three places for them to go: D line, O line, and receiver. I don't think the receiver room is that great, but I do think they like it. Like the organization itself likes it, so
Hmm.
I think that kind of takes it off. I do like Kelly Jones here, though. I don't think their corners have really been that great recently. I feel like this year they're gonna struggle guarding Jalen Waddle. It's gonna be big.
Yep.
So it's a tough pick for me here, but I think that's just gonna be the pick right now, just because I don't think these Charger corners are that great. I think the other positions they have guys, they just need to stay healthy.
Um, we're looking at the Cowboys here. Honestly, I like a fun thing here, just going and getting KJ Duff and seeing what he can do. Like I think they they have the space for it. Obviously, if they've got here, they've done better. Like what? This means that they won the well, they did what they always do, which is win the wild card and then
So
nothing after. So
that's what the Packers are projected to do.
yeah.
Cheese here. I mean, should I just get the Julian Sand card ready? Nah, it's a
Yeah,
joke. It's a joke.
yep, it's time. Old man, pack it up, Surely this guy won't go on for that much longer.
No, no, no. It's Bo Nick kind of in that division. But I'm gonna keep saying it just because it is the truth. The Chiefs need tackle. You know that the fans will always be like, "Oh, we don't need tackle. We got three guys fighting it for training camp." That means you need a tackle. If you having a positional battle, that position is not that great. That is just the
Mhm.
truth. Unless that position battles for like receiver three or B3, that position is not that great. This is someone
Yep,
who actually mocked in the first round last year, Austin. I'm not even gonna try to say your last name.
yep. Um, you know, dang, took my pick, but honestly, I don't mind. I think they go and get Caden Green here. Trent Williams. I know they just signed an extension, but this dude is so old, man. Like his bones are falling off his body, and their other tackle really isn't that great as well. So I think they could use it.
Do you think the Lions survive a season of Pacheco and then
I
say
mean,
no to Keywan Lacey?
well, also Gibbs. I don't think Pacheco's going to be the featured back here.
I know, but like you really think like even the 5 carries you give Pacheco that season, they might like throw up after that. And you know what?
Valid.
I'm gonna bring back the pairing. I mean, it seems like this is what they want to do. So I mean,
Hmm.
this is just a fun pick. I'm gonna go Keywan Lacey.
Yeah, running back by committee. That's valid.
Don't get me wrong, Gibbs amazing player, but like that's what they've proven their identity to be already. We'll see this year. But I don't think Pacheco's a great back, so I don't think he's gonna be able to replicate it.
Yeah. Let's see the Seahawks. I mean, is there any secondary players left? Let's see who we haven't picked. Um, actually, go up by that. Yeah, I know exactly. I think they go ahead and get Rasheem Biles here. I think this dude has crazy.
Oh
I think
yeah,
he's going to be a demon this year at Texas.
yeah. That's my LB1 for the class right now.
Yeah. So I like his upside. The Seahawks could use it. And I think their linebacker play is good, but not great. And I think it's just where they could stand to be upgraded.
Yeah, me here, I would pick a receiver here just because I think that they could really
Whoa, I didn't
use.
even realize Craver was eligible for this class. I would have picked him over Duff. Are you kidding me?
Which I think is going to be my pick. I mean, I would have went Ryan Wingo over him, if I'm being honest. That would have been
Hmm.
my pick. Or I would have gone with um so Ryan Wingo would have been my pick, or I would have gone TJ Moore here. One of the two. But neither of them are here, so that's great. So I'm gonna go Mario Craver here. Nate Carver is very fun, but we
Yeah,
need to see him actually be good at football.
yeah, most definitely. Ravens. So we've got a Raven. This is a crazy Bowl prediction by these guys. But Ravens, what do they get here? This is so weird. Like we get into uncharted territory here. Honestly, I think they go. No, wait, they just extended. What's his name? Never mind. Um, Go ahead and pick John Henry Daly. Like he's a good player. I respect him, so he could totally have some. He could help that team.
I really want to make this pick.
Hey, after they just drafted like all third year in a row.
But nah, I'm looking at two players here, really. Like I said, if maybe one of the other receivers here was on the board, I would actually go here. But how much Blake Corum is still there? Blake Corum is good.
Yeah, no,
Nah,
I don't think
nah,
they're gonna.
I'm changing my mind on Mark Fletcher,
You know what they? You know what they? I mean, Devonta Adams getting old.
yeah, but they don't have the receivers I like here. You know what? We're putting Nick Harbor in the first.
Yep. Hey, I bet, see, this is half of this is, us just making stuff, but these are projections, and I guarantee some GM is gonna be like, we can't pass up on it.
As a wise man once said, all it takes is one team to fall in love. I'm saying he's gonna post the freakiest combine you ever seen. I'm guaranteeing you right now.
Oh
Everyone's gonna
yeah,
be
there's no
talking about
question.
it. It's if he could put that on the field, which he kind of did last year. Don't get me wrong. I think he was gonna be a second round pick if he
Yeah.
was entered this year, but it's can he do enough to be a first round guy, especially in this class? Being a first round guy in last year's class and this class is two completely different things.
Hmm. Wow. I don't hate this. Obviously, they're missing some players, so it's has to be taken with a grain of salt. But for a way, way, way too early mock draft, not too bad.
I mean,
Yeah, I know.
the,
I mean, I really like this. Like, if the Texans got a Mod Hardy, I would be ecstatic. I mean, I think this dude. I think he was the best running back in the nation this year. I think he will be next year.
he might be my
Just
RB1 from the past 3 years, like combined, which I think is crazy because you can say that about so many of these prospects.
yeah, that is true. I mean, that's what makes this class, so generational. We got prospects that never haven't even prospect before, bro. We see prospects that have never, yeah, like Colin Simmons. I mean, bro, the fact you can just see Jeremiah and Darian Mensah going over Jeremiah Smith, and probably, I mean, any of these players going over Jeremiah Smith might end up being a mistake, but this is still the NFL. I don't think a receiver's ever going to go number one overall.
Yeah, I mean,
So
like this is these two dudes alone are probably two of the best edge prospects we've had in like. I think they're both probably could be better prospects than Abdul Carter, who was a top
yeah,
three
I
pick,
agree.
and both of them might not even go in the top five if the quarterbacks play good enough this year.
Yep.
It's just absurd. And
I
then
mean,
you probably have the best corner from the past like 3 years. I mean, this might be the best corner prospect since Pat
exactly. I
or
mean, this dude is
Stingley.
like, yeah, yeah, probably instantly. That's ridiculous. Yeah, all these QB, like there's a lot of high. The only thing that I think, yeah, I think the interior D line is probably pretty weak in this class. Even though, like I said, I like Amarius Washington a lot. I still think that he's a elite prospect. So we're still getting good value out of that. Gooseby, I think, will be good. Yeah, I like the tackles in this class. Like I said, I think Seaton, Gooseby, Carter Smith, maybe. What other good tackles are there? Need to get my ball knowledge up on the O line for this upcoming year. They've
A
got
lot
like
of
the
I see my fault.
no, I'm just thinking. Yeah, go on.
A lot of this year is going to depend on which teams do well. Because I promise you, if Bama has a good year, Ryan Williams is going to be a top 10 pick. Plus, especially got again. Oh yeah, like I said, like come to a team like Bama. If Bama does good, Ryan Williams is going to be a very high pick. Zane Brown's going to be a very high pick, especially if they start
Yeah, I
Austin
mean,
Mack. He might be a first round guy because he's going to have a crazy tangible. He's like 6'6".
yeah, totally. And I mean, honestly, other takeaways from this, we have, I think Texas might actually be the best team in the nation next year. Like they have a very good chance. They've just got all these demons out there. Ryan Wingo, obviously, he would have gone in the first if he was on this. I don't know how he wasn't, but
Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't even.
yeah. So it's just like they've got the guys out there. And I like the other edge from Texas too. So it's like they got depth. They can do it. But
This
we
is
shall
going to
see.
be probably one of the most like. I think if your team don't have a first round pick this year, I'm actually feel sorry. It's type of
Yeah.
class that this is.
Yeah, like you're no, we're gonna see steal. Like people you could come back and people are gonna there's all types of players that are gonna go like late 20s that are gonna be like, oh my gosh, how is this guy not, you know, the top five pick in this class? Like I could see Mario Craver being that. I could see Q and Lacey being that. I honestly, I mean, like you said, Shriverfield, like he was supposed to be really good. So if he ends up actually, living up to that, then shoot. that guy could be obviously Jamari Johnson, the next Kenyon Sadiq. So
Also, I don't know why they had Trinidad Chandler this year either. I mean, he was literally in their database last year. They couldn't just plug him in. But
yeah, disrespect.
yeah,
Although I'm not predicting him to be the first. I don't know.
hey, that Ole
He's such
Miss
a
season is going to be
polarizing
really
player.
hard to predict.
Exactly. It's literally just gonna be so weird. So I'm excited for it. There's a lot to look forward to this season.
Well, I appreciate you guys. If you guys want us to do some like breakdown during the season, just let us know. That'd be great. We would
Yes,
love to do
sir.
that. I mean, it's just
Yeah,
watching football. Who doesn't like watching football?
exactly. This is what we're here for. Comment things you guys want to see, opinions, obviously, and also I take everything with a grain of salt. This is literally like the way too early, so there is kind of some BS going on, but
Yeah, there is some picks here where like a lot of these are team projection needs and team projection like how this player is going to be look 3 months from now.
which we could be wrong about both of those things, but we
Yeah,
could be right because we know ball.
that facts. This is
Is
exactly how the draft's going to go, except the Broncos are going to be at 32. That's the only difference. And the Texans up, move the Chargers down, and the Chiefs down. There you go.
and the Lions down. And the 49ers down. I don't know. Like this, these are some weird. They've got some weird stuff going on, and probably the Titans up. I expect the Falcons to get like a top five pick this year, dude.
Yeah, I
Like
would not be surprised.
they're gonna be abysmal.
I'm saying someone's going to see this Dante Moore pick for the Falcons, be very mad with me, but
Hey,
sometimes
no,
that's how it is. I mean,
reach.
that was the main concern with Penix is he has crazy arm talent. It's just will he be able to use it?
Yep.
And so far in 2 seasons, he's already missed games, so that's cool.
Yeah, and he's already super old. It's just you start to wonder about them. But at the same time, I do feel like it would kind of take something really crazy to for them to do that. Like
Yeah,
they
I think he would have
to
to
give
play
up on
bad and
a
get hurt again.
yeah, exactly. And Tua would also, I mean, Tua could just be his normal self. That's fine.
Me personally, if I'm Michael Penix, I'm just not listening to a word Tua says all season.
Yeah, you need to get earplugs and just lock in, young man.
I appreciate you guys for watching. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We drive GTRs in the snow. Bangers, but on a show. Yeah. Subscribe to Bangers videos. I got the clutch. I scored 6 like Bolton Knicks. Who the hell is Bo Picks? Gang signs flicker on a broken wall. Hooping like John Wall.